There's nothing better than that to me, you know what I'm saying? That's what I do this shit for.
Hey guys, today I'm going to show you guys how to do a headstand. Now there are various benefits of doing a headstand, but the reason why I do it is mainly to focus on the fact that it requires core strength, but it also allows you to basically unlock certain muscles so you can basically balance. In order for you to stay in an inverted position, you have to use certain muscles and certain muscle groups together, and your ability to basically activate those muscles to do that is another skill that you basically acquire, and you can basically take that into the gym. Now if you're, I don't know, squatting or benching, your ability to hold yourself tight, your ability to, you know, create tension in your body before doing these kind of exercises, that kind of stuff comes from being aware of your body. And this is an exercise which not necessarily directly allows you to do better squats or bench pressing or anything like that. It's just something which will help you develop a better understanding of your body. So without further ado, let's begin. A big fear people have when doing a headstand is injuring the neck. So what I do is I just do a quick exercise just to make myself aware of what it feels like to roll on the head. Now if you're in an inverted position and you fall, a good tool to have is to really be able to do a forward roll. So what I'm doing here is just practicing forward roll, and I suggest doing this a few times just to basically familiarize yourself with actually rolling forward, because when you're in inverted position you can come down in this position if you lose balance. As you can see, I do it a few times just to get myself used to it. Now the next thing we want to do is form a good base, and the idea is we want to try and create a triangle with our hands and our head. So as you can see, I've just firstly made a triangle using the hands as the base of the triangle and my forehead as the top point. Now what I do is I start off on my forehead and then I roll into the center of my skull. Now what you want to try and do is try and get in a comfortable position. Now I jumped a few times there, and that's wrong. That's what a lot of people try and do. What you want to do is walk in as much as you can, as you can see here, and then lift yourself up until eventually you can hold yourself. Now if you push off too much, you can always go back to that initial movement I talked about, which is doing that forward roll. That was an example of a regressive movement. Now what we're trying to achieve is an inversion of the body. So whenever you do an exercise, the regressive exercises should allow you to progress to the progressive movement or exercise. So this should build enough confidence for you to start holding in that position. But even if you are able to hold in that position, that doesn't allow you to hold an inversion. It means that you're firing the right muscles and you're building enough strength and balance in order to initially do that exercise. But now we need to take a step forward and move on. So let's now look at the actual inversion, or straightening the leg. Now what we're going to do here is form that triangular base, and we're going to kick up into that position now that we can hold into it. But what's important to note is your head should not be in the corner between the floor and the wall. Once your body basically touches the wall, you can use it as a reference to straighten up your feet, as you can see here. Now what you want to try and do is, once you're comfortable doing that, you want to try and kick your feet away from the wall and try and find the center of gravity. Okay, so let's say now you're in a position whereby you can now move your feet away from the wall and you can hold it. That's really good. You're basically essentially doing a headstand. However, the wall acts like a safety buffer in your mind. So psychologically, you will say that, or you will think that I can only, do a headstand provided that there's a wall there. So the next progressive thing to do is move away from the wall. And this is going back to what I mentioned before. we basically cannot get dependent on a regressive movement. The whole point of a regressive exercise or movement is so that you can then do something else, but not to form a dependency on it. So as you can see here, I form the base and I slowly push my legs up until I'm in a comfortable position. Now, what you want to try and do is when you're here, you want to try and squeeze your core and glutes. Now, if you feel like you're going to fall over, you can always use that forward roll as a safety buffer. But essentially, you'll be able to do this once you use the wall. So guys, I hope this video tutorial helped. If you have any questions, please put it in the comment section below, and then I'll definitely reply as soon as I can. So guys, if you found that video useful, please subscribe, like and share. And again, if you have any questions, put it in the comment section below, and I'll be looking forward to answering it. Alright guys, you have a good one and good luck.